Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining in today. I hope you're all doing great. I'm thrilled to be here and eager to share with you the message that the Lord has given me. There are those who now regret the way they treated you, but it's simply too late for them. When I say people, it encompasses a range. It could be former friends, past lovers, fleeting acquaintances, anyone you've crossed paths with. They regret how they spoke to you, how they disregarded your feelings, how they manipulated and sidelined you, how they squandered your time. However, you've completely moved on. Whether it's been a straightforward journey for you or one that required tremendous effort, you've done it. The ultimate consequence for them is your progression, your decision to retract your energy, to invest in loving and valuing yourself, to recognize you deserve better, and then to actively seek better. Some of you have even confronted these individuals, voiced your truths. You laid out exactly how their actions affected you, how you felt. Yet, they dismissed you, overlooked your concerns, tried to label you as the unreasonable one, accused you of demanding too much, claiming they couldn't meet your needs at that time. Now, as you reclaim and redirect your energy towards your own growth, they are left to reflect on their loss. You've shifted your perception of them entirely. You're uninterested and detached now. They're drowning in regret, and that's their karma, their burden to bear. When you opened your heart to them, they mishandled your generosity and kindness. Now, as they try to carry on, partying, socializing, acting as if they're untroubled, they're merely putting on a facade. Deep down, they're grappling with remorse for their actions towards you. These individuals have consistently concealed the truth. They've withheld their admiration for you, their feelings of affection, their inspiration drawn from you, and their genuine thoughts. They chose not to share these truths with you. Their aim was to make you feel unworthy, to sow seeds of doubt and insecurity within you. But now, the tables have turned. Their strategies have backfired spectacularly. Today, you're at a point where their presence or absence makes no difference. You're exhausted. Exhausted from the games, tired of having to justify your feelings and actions, weary of their inconsistent reciprocation. You're done with being given crumbs when you've offered the whole loaf. You're finished investing in those who can't or won't match your effort. They regret how they've treated you, deeply so. And even if it doesn't seem apparent, even if it looks like they don't care, know that their internal struggle is intense. This is a crucial moment for you to recognize your worth and detach from those who fail to see it. These individuals just continue moving on, entrenched in their deceitful practices. They've managed to maintain a facade, covertly admiring and liking you all along, never daring to acknowledge their true feelings. Instead, they chose to treat you dismissively, making you feel as though you were insignificant, all to make you doubt your worth. Now, they are consumed by a profound regret. It's divine intervention that's propelling you forward. If you're wondering why you suddenly find yourself disinterested or why your heart has shifted its focus, it's because of God's influence. He has deliberately severed your emotional ties with these individuals. He initially connected you to them for a specific reason, to expose their true nature. As they persisted in their rejection and underestimation of you, God intervened. He decisively cut all ties, even within your heart, altering how you view them. You no longer see them in the same light or feel the same attachment. This change is God aiding your healing process, pushing you forward and allowing you to see the reality of their characters. This is God working to liberate you from toxic connections, guiding you towards better relationships and a healthier emotional state. As you detach from these deceptive influences, you're free to pursue paths aligned with your divine purpose. Remember, this disconnection is not just about moving away from negative people, but about moving toward a life filled with genuine connections and true fulfillment. Embrace this new chapter where you are no longer bound by past attachments, but are free to experience the growth and blessings God has in store for you. But these other individuals have settled into their ways. They show no inclination towards improvement or change, at least not at this moment. They find comfort in their familiar patterns, entrenched in toxicity, gossip, manipulation, and deceit. They are at ease behind their masks, but such an environment is toxic for you. It stifles your growth, burdens your spirit, and weighs heavily on your mental and emotional well-being. In our community, we value honesty and openness. We aren't afraid to wear our hearts on our sleeves or speak our truths. However, when our openness is exploited, God does not stand idly by. He may grant chances, plenty of them, but there comes a time when He draws the line, and once God says it's enough, that's it. It truly is finished. Do they regret how they've treated you? Unlikely. They're accustomed to your forgiveness, to you reaching out, to you trying to mend fences and seeking clarity. They expect you to always come back, to check in, to make amends, even when they are the ones at fault. But this cycle is broken now, and you're stepping away from their destructive patterns. Their patterns have shown them to be unwavering in their harmful behaviors, comfortable in a cycle of negativity that they've woven around themselves. They are ingrained in their ways, finding a twisted solace in actions that push decency aside. Such behaviors have no place in a life ordained by values and light. In a community like ours, where truth and openness are cherished, such toxicity cannot be tolerated indefinitely. Your journey has taught you resilience and the power of moving beyond spaces that hinder your spiritual and emotional growth. It's evident now, more than ever, that these individuals, cocooned in their detrimental habits, are not poised for the upliftment you are destined for. They have been comfortable in manipulating narratives, spreading disarray, and cloaking their insecurities with bravado. But God's patience has limits, and your forgiveness is not infinite. The divine line has been drawn. The end of your tolerance marks the beginning of your liberation from their clutches. You no longer need to bear the weight of their deceit or shoulder the burden of their guilt. You are free to move forward without the shadows of their mistakes darkening your path. This newfound distance is your declaration of independence from their chaos. It is not wrought with malice, but with a firm resolution to protect your peace and foster an environment where your soul can thrive. They may dwell in regret or remain oblivious to the depth of their loss. Either way, it no longer concerns you. You have chosen a path lit by grace and guided by divine will, a path that promises growth, peace, and an unburdened heart. This time around, there's simply no desire left in you to engage any further. You're thoroughly finished. The regret they feel for how they've treated you is now their burden to bear. They must live with their decisions, and this could include anyone in your life, be it current or past partners, family members, ex-friends, or frenemies. You are unequivocally done with them all. Despite their attempts to appear unfazed, deep down, they are consumed by remorse. Their pride and ego might compel them to maintain a facade that everything is fine, but in reality, it isn't. Having someone like you in their lives, someone chosen and distinctive, changes them irreversibly. It's highly improbable that they'll ever encounter someone quite like you again. You are extraordinary, a rare gem in the vast expanse of the ordinary. So continue to progress, continue to radiate brilliance. Let those who wronged you wrestle with the consequences of their deeds and simmer in their own regret. You, my dear, are genuinely precious. You are the treasure, the radiant diamond. Embrace your healing journey, embrace your advancement. As you do, you open up to greater things, enriched friendships, more fulfilling relationships, and more vibrant environments. Remember, the more you commit to moving forward, the more you allow yourself to engage with and thrive in superior spaces. I love you immensely. Keep your head held high and recognize your invaluable worth. You are moving towards brighter, more promising experiences. You are destined for greatness. Thank you for showing up, for engaging, and for being your authentic selves. Thank you for every like, every comment, and simply for being you. Until we meet again, take care, everyone. Thanks for everything.